Hello guys, this is Experience Launch where we discuss life experience and life stories. Kindly subscribe to this channel for more of stories. So today we are having Phenny who got pregnant, dropped out of school, married, went back to school, secured a job, and now school business lady. Phenny, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure being here.
Kindly introduce yourself.
Thank you. My name is Phenny. Currently, I'm a business lady within Kisumu town, dealing with cereals, both in wholesale and retail. Professionally, I'm a trained counselor psychologist.
So Phenny, how did you break the story of your pregnancy?
Thank you very much. I got pregnant while in fourth grade. That was in the year 2008. It was a shock to me. I was in school, that was in form 3. So when I realized that I was pregnant, that was after 5 months of not seeing my period. So I just confided with a friend and got a pregnancy kit and did the test, and it was positive. So a lot of things were running through my mind. One was abortion, taking just committing suicide.
You are not free introducing that topic to your parents.
I was scared. Yeah, I was really scared about it. So that's why I had a lot of issues in my mind. One was thinking about abortion, but again, I was hesitant about it because also of the stories that are around abortion that I've heard about abortion. So again, approaching my mom with that kind of a particular issue was very difficult. So I left home, went to my maternal grandmother's place, and I talked with her about it. She wanted me to tell my mom, but I told her I was scared. Yeah, it was very difficult. So she invited my mom. My mom knew I was in school. I was in a boarding school. Yeah, so my mom knew I was in school. So when she was called by my grandma, she just came. And when she found me there, she could not understand what was happening. She asked me, why are you not in school? When did you come here? But my grandmother just called her, talked with her, and that is when she was given the news that I was pregnant. If you saw the look on my mom's face, it was not horrible. Yeah, the disappointment over. For her, she never believed it.
And she was also confused at that moment.
Okay, to her, I had disappointed her big time. Remember, I'm the only daughter. Yes, in a family of 5. So I had disappointed her generally. So she just left. She was so much annoyed about that information. I continued staying at my grandma's place. Again, after some time, she was called. Yeah, my grandmother just told me, let her be. Maybe she's still processing that information, and we give her time. Maybe time again also to talk to my dad. So again, when she came back, I came back with my dad. Yes, and my dad was so much annoyed again. And the anger was towards my mom, because it's like it was my mom's fault that I got pregnant. Yeah, but and I remember my dad telling me that I've wasted his money. So I forget about school. But for me, I wanted to go back to school. Yes, I did a mistake, but I wanted to go back to school. So this information shattered me. I was so down. I would stay indoors throughout. But my grandmother kept on encouraging me throughout until I came back. So I stayed out of school for 1 year, and during this time, my grandmother was also trying to talk to my parents about me going back to school. Okay, she was very much willing to take care of the child as I get back to school. But my dad was very hesitant about it, that he does not want to waste his money again. Yeah, so after a year, that was the whole of 2009, I came back in 2009. Took a break from school, but again during this period while I was at home, I was studying. Yeah, because I wanted to go back to school. That was my main thing. So after beginning of 2010, towards the end of 2009, my grandmother called my parents again and told them that I'll be getting back to school at the beginning of the year, that was 2010. Yeah, so my dad never gave out a concrete feedback about it, but my grandmother was very insisting about it. So beginning of 2010, I again went back to school. Now not as a boarder. Okay, the school I was in was both day and boarding. So I went in as a day scholar. Yeah. So went back.
Which school was that?
I don't want to mention this.
Okay.
Yeah. So went back to school. Again, but coming to school, the reception was not. You are seen as a bad role model to other students because you got pregnant, gave birth, came back to. So again, there was that discrimination, and I felt alone in school.
You also accepted yourself.
But I accepted my situation. So I would just bury myself into books. Yeah. So I would get the consolation from the books. I wanted to catch up from where I left, because I only missed a few. During that period that I was out of school, I was able to I was just trying to catch up with learning that was taking place. So again, I was getting back to school when I'm also preparing for my KCSE. That was now 2010. So despite the fact that most of my friends now started me, I gave myself an opportunity. Let me not waste this time. Let me just study and study. So fortunately, fortunately I was able to sit for my exam, and I passed well. I would say I got a C grade.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, and it was also a shock to my parents. They never expected that. Imagine being a day scholar, you have a kid to take care of. There is also that other expectation from the society. People never expected that I would perform well, but I gave it a try, of which I congratulated myself for what I got. And I'm very, very happy about it right now. Yeah. So, and when I look back, that the experience was not good. It was not good at all. Yeah, because first of all, your parents get mad at you for disappointing them, your friends. So I was being there. It's like everyone was pointing fingers at me, but that never bothered me. Yeah. So it also brought. That was also when I realized I had a passion in counseling. Yeah, because when my grandmother would talk to me, yeah, I would listen to her. The advice she was giving me, she was trying to comfort me, because I would share with her the challenges that I was undergoing. So I became very more free with my grandmother.
Very close.
Yeah, we were very close. Yeah, so immediately after phone call, I just did some certificate course, of which I got some employment, for which now I was now starting to change my own story. Yeah. So people were like, how did she manage to get a job? She just did her just did her whole form. How did she manage? So from there, because again in our family we were 5, and see, my dad was overwhelmed in terms of paying school fees. So mostly, even with my elder brothers, once they are done from 4, you sort out yourself. Yeah. So from this. From the employment that I got, I was able to enroll myself now into college. And I went, from there I just had a passion into counseling. Yeah, so I enrolled, first of all, I enrolled for a diploma in counseling psychology. I started with certificate before diploma. I started with certificate, so I was doing it part-time. So the little amount that I was getting paid, I would pay it as my school fees. It was my upkeep, and remember I also have a child whom I'm taking care of. Yeah, so I did that. I worked for a period of from 2011. I did my certificate for 1.5 years. By the end of 2012, I graduated again, and I got another employment. It was now a better one. Facility just around our home. So from here I was doing mentorship to the young girls who had dropped out of school, some were in school, yeah, on issues about even pregnancy, HIV and AIDS. Yeah. So again, this also motivated me that I should not just sleep. Yeah. So again, it forced me again to go back to school. So I also again enrolled for a higher diploma in counseling psychology. So I was studying at the same time taking care of my child, and also working at the same time. So my life was quite packed. Yeah. My main focus was just to finish school and change my story and make it more better. So it is through this mentorship program that again another organization saw my efforts and brought me on board. Again, got another opportunity, though it was a form of contract. So we were simply doing mentorship to girls and also their parents, because now from what I had undergone, we were encouraging parents at least to be free, because yes, free with their girls. Especially you mentor them, teach their things that for me I didn't get that opportunity to learn them, because most parents assume that these are things you'll be doing in school. But again, there is also a portion that the teacher does. So you find that is where now peer pressure comes in. Somebody comes in with a totally different information. If this is an information that somebody is brought up with, altering that information will not be very easy. Yeah, so we were also talking to parents. Yeah, but it's a joint effort between both the male parent and the female parent. Yeah, so because during my time, my dad would blame my mother for me getting pregnant. But again, he's also my dad. He has a role to play in my life. My mom also has a role. So it was during this mentorship program that we were doing that. Also, parents now will understand, because most parents will say, hiyo ni kazi ya mwalimu. Yeah, so they will delegate their roles to the teacher, but also the teacher, there is also a percentage that the teacher offers to this particular child. Yeah, so again, also we encourage the parents that, and that is also what I'm still doing, even though I'm in business, but I'm also still doing mentorship to the parents basically, because for a parent, when the child gets pregnant, so then it's like their world has crumbled. And you find most of the ladies, maybe even during my time, most of the girls who were in school who got pregnant, some ended up getting married. before because of the pressure that they had at home.
Yeah.
The parents do not want to hear that, oh, you are pregnant. Go to that man who got you pregnant. Yeah, so it was also during my interaction at work and in school that I also got my husband, who is also very supportive. Yeah, so I told him my story. Okay, my story was like an open book to everyone, to most of my colleagues, and even to other fellow students, because I'll say, huyu ni mama wa under 5. I have an under 5 somewhere who's also waiting for me. So, like if certain office meetings will take long, I'll remind them, I have an under 5 I'm taking care of. So they will it was funny out of it. I was making fun out of it, but there was also a message I was passing because I was proud of my baby. I didn't see him as disappointed. Yeah, for me, my baby was like a stepping stone because he has made me woman I am today.
And he was even innocent at that time.
Of course, you know, at first you have that bitter feeling. So you look at the child and it's like, oh, umeniharibia maisha. But again, that perspective changed. Yeah, that perspective changed. And when that contract ended, I also wanted to take a break from employment, so I decided to employ myself. Yeah, because also there are opportunities people do not get. Yeah, because maybe you got you went to college but you've not been employed. So that is also, it's not the end of life. You can make life out of what you have at that moment. Yeah. So when that contract ended, with the little savings I had, I decided to venture into business. So even though when I'm doing business right now, but also the girls around me, I'm trying to mentoring them. I'm mentoring them in, okay, just telling them fact. What I've learned throughout is that we like parents want to sugarcoat things. But if you put it open for them, they will understand. But if you sugarcoat it, yeah, you're hiding the truth in it. Yeah, so it's good. Yeah, it's good to explain to your girls or also the boys. Yeah, the dangers of engaging in early sex. You tell them, yeah, once you pass with the right information, because as a parent, if you don't give that information, this particular child will get that information somewhere else. And once they get that information, it means you are lying to them. Yeah? You are not free to them. So that is to all parents, and again also to the girls who, and in one way or the other, got pregnant in the way, you still can change your life. There's still opportunity. Do not wallow in self-pity, because if I did that, I won't even go back there. Yeah, so if you pity yourself, again the society is also putting figures that you will not get that morale of doing things. Yeah, so you will be conforming to the society standards. Yeah, they'll be putting standards to you that mwenye amepata mimba akiwa kwa shule anafaa kuwa. Yeah, but that is not the case. So you have that opportunity to change your life, and you can change it for the better. That's the way I did it with the help of my grandmother. And let me tell you, my parents are very proud of me. Yes, now they are very much proud of me, of whom I've become. Okay, for them they saw a gloomy future, but I didn't want to give them that future that they saw in me. Yeah, so with my determination that I had put, they are very, very happy. Yeah. So currently I'm happily married with other kids. I'm also a proud mother of 3 girls. So I have 4 kids. So I'm a proud mother of 3 girls. So when they reach a certain age, with my experience, I think I'm having the right information that I'll be passing to them, so that they don't undergo what I underwent. So I'm very happy.
That's a very interesting story. And I'm very sorry for what you went through. And at the same time, you'll be inspired most of the people. And anybody who will be watching will get inspired with your story. You know, there are many people going through this kind of things, and pregnancy, and they end up losing hope in life. here ready to cancel anybody outside there. And I know they are very much encouraged, including me. I'm very much encouraged and keep inspired. Thank you for your time.
Okay, my parting shot is, first of all, to the parents, let us embrace our children. Let us be their friends, yeah? For you to know the ways of your child, you have to be their friend, yes. Be very close to them, know what bothers them. You know, in the current society we live in, like, all parents are busy. The mother leaves very early in the morning, the dad leaves, people are looking for jobs, people are working full time. And then also the kid lives. When you come back in the house today, at least try and find out. Daddy, ulishindaje shule? Teacher alisema aje? What did you learn? What challenges did you have? At least have a conversation. It becomes easy when you talk. That is when you know what is bothering them. And then let us not just be workaholics throughout. Yeah, because also with the modern parents, we have our house helps, the house managers, now they've taken all your roles. The weekend that you should be at home with the family, you are out maybe in some chama somewhere, you're catching up. For the men parents, they're catching up with their friends, taking one for the road. But you don't have time with their child. So you find knowing your child becomes difficult. And then also at times you find their parents, when a child approaches them, then you delegate your role of a parent to the house help, for which is not good. So first of all, let us be close to our kids. Yeah, because there are things, maybe there are also people who could have been defined. During my time, there are also people who are defined. But the parents do not give a listening, just to find out what it is, what transpired, what happened, how did it start. Yeah, so let us be close. And then again, they say you should start, sex education should start as early as 8 years. It depends also with the maturity level of your child. So study that, because children are very intuitive. They want to know, why is this? Why is black, why is blue? So they'll want to. So let them get the first information from you as a parent. Yeah. So when they get that, at least when they get other information from other sources, they already have first-hand information, and they know the first-hand information is always the truth. So as you give also, as you educate your child, give them the right information. Do not sugarcoat. The right information will help you even yourself in future. Because when you sugarcoat things, it means you're hiding certain truth. And that is why now they want to explore, kids will want to explore and find out more. Mbona mama alisema hivi, mbona teacher anasema hivi. So that's one watajua mama alikuwa anadanganya, and they believe maybe what the friend told them. And then also, this is also a time technology, we have advanced in technology. Kids access phones and they know more about phone life. Yeah. So also monitor. Yeah. Because we are busy when the kid wants a phone, but you don't know what the kids are doing through those phones. So it's also good you monitor, you create boundaries. Like if it is playtime, it's playtime. If it is study time, it's study time. Yeah. So for the parent, and again, if unfortunately enough your child messes up, do not punish them. Just embrace them. Yes, as a parent, you get annoyed. That reaction will be there. You'll be disappointed. But again, do not throw them away, because that will be doing more damage to this particular child. Because yes, he or she has done a mistake, and again you are admonishing that mistake. Yeah. So you should be their first supporter. Yes, you do not support that behavior, but now you help this particular child deal with the consequences positively. Because we've also had so many teenagers taking suicide. Because of their parents whom they believed in them, who support them, now became the first people to judge them. Yeah. So to avoid this, the parents, let us do our role. Let us just perform our roles as parents, be close to our kids, advise them when necessary, and also support them. Yeah, once they mess up. Yeah. So again, also to the girls, getting pregnant maybe while in school is not the end of life, and it's also good you talk to somebody. Abortion, people will advise you.
Close.
Yeah, people, anybody you feel close, you can talk to, whom you can confide, because there are also friends who will mislead you.
Yeah.
That just do an abortion. Abortion has also its consequences, because either you lose your life or you lose health-wise, your health will be deteriorated, or maybe if you go to this court doctor who do it around, they'll mess you up, or which will, when it gets to a time when now you want to have your kids, you can't, because you were messed up during that time. So I wouldn't advise for an abortion. For me, I didn't do it because I was so scared. I imagined myself dying at a very young age. So talk to somebody who is elderly, who is mature, but somebody whom you trust, who can support you appropriately. Yeah, so getting pregnant while in school is not the end of life. Life has to continue. So it will depend on how you want to change your life. Yeah, so embrace yourself. Do not see this child as a mistake. Look at it on a positive side, of which to help you grow and become better.
Now guys, that's enough for today. And in case you have a story, kindly feel free to share with us through this email. Thank you. Bye. See you.